Yeah, good day. My name is Olayemi Akinola. Let's talk about emergency funds today. It's part of our financial workshop topic, and people have been asking, when can I start one? How much do I need in an emergency fund? What is it in the first instance? And I will just say, emergency fund is an easily accessible cash reserve, such as savings or checking accounts to cover unplanned expenses or emergencies. So for some folks, just by getting by is hard enough. So when they save for emergency, you should know that it's part of fulfilling your short and long-term financial future goals. So for me, emergency fund is very essential to giving peace of mind into the future, and it's important because you want to weather the financial storm without borrowing money or taking out a large amount of loan or putting a big purchase on your credit card, that can impact a lot of interest on your part. So you just want to play safe in that area, and then the less you need to rely on outside funding, the more quickly you can bounce back from financial emergency. So it's essential that you have what we call emergency fund, and then you might want to establish it to cover some part of medical bills, because you might be having some co-pays along the line. Your car might break down, you want to have some fund for that, you want to do home repairs. And it's also essential if you even lose job. If you lose your job, you just want to have some fund to carry you along. So how do you get started? Number one, you want to think about how much you will need. So let's say, for instance, you think you're going to be needing like $15,000. I'm just putting it like that. You don't need to say, oh, okay, it's too huge for me. Just start small. You can start as small as $10 by putting it in a particular savings account. You can use high yield saving accounts, you can use checking account, you can even put it in money markets because they are short-term investment plan. So you can, whichever one is easier. And I will also tell you to also include flexibility when you are determining the kind of account you want to be putting your money into. So in general, it should cover like 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Like saying you are not working for 3 to 6 months, you should have a bank that can be able to sustain you for that period of time. Then you want to browse different accounts that you can put your money into. I already said that. We have a lot of good high yield saving accounts that I can recommend that you can put your money into, and they are flexible. You can collect your money anytime. So that's why I always prefer them to putting it into like a bond or money market that can stay for like 8 months or whatever, and then you don't have your money, or even if you're going to have it, comes with some penalty. You want to avoid that. Then you want to be making regular deposits. You can automate it to make it easier for you by putting certain amount. Maybe once you take your paycheck, there is certain amount of money that goes directly into that account. Then it starts building up to your so-called desired goals, and then you want to also check your progress once in a while. Maybe you have a target of, let's say, $10,000. Now you're at $500. You are monitoring the progress, right? Then you want to set some guidelines for use. You want to stay consistent, with what qualifies as an emergency. You don't just want to pick the money and then start using it to buy coffee or to buy. No, you want to, just be very strict with it, and it will definitely help in the long run. Then some people will ask, how much should be in your emergency fund? The answer is relative. There's no right or wrong answer about it. It's you that know your goal, what is convenient for you, what if you're not working in the next 6 months. How comfortable will you be? Will the money in your emergency fund, give you that peace of mind that you can still sustain a living, so that you don't just start going from one place to another, and then you don't want to also accrue a lot of debt on your credit card, because that interest on it can also get you into debt that would make you to have financial hardship. You don't want that. So for me, you just work towards what actually works best for you, and then pretty much about it. Emergency fund gives you that peace of mind, then it makes you feel more comfortable, and then get you ready whenever there is a need for it. And then you have to be disciplined. You don't just go there to take anything anytime from it. So just try to keep your emergency fund in a separate account so that you know that you are not getting it confused with the rest of other money that you have in other accounts. So it can also help you to avoid dipping into your fund for expenses that are not emergencies. And I hope I have helped you in my own little space. Thanks for tuning in. I remain your loyal girl, Laini Akiola. Let me have your comments, and then I will be glad to answer you. And then also please like our page and subscribe. Subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.